In today's news, body pulled from sea is that of 47-year-old Vincent Warner. Shutdown disrupts key air links between BVI, USVI, and Florida hubs. Students' behavior reaching concerning levels. 85 suspensions. HLSCC graduates to enter third year of bachelor's at university. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Just give me my service. Yeah.
Just give me my service.
Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, life unlimited.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Ron Grant, thank you so much for joining us. Police have identified the body recovered from the waters near Honorees by the Sea Hotel and behind the admin complex last Friday as that of 47-year-old Vincent Warner. According to a statement issued by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force on Friday, officers recovered the body of a male individual from the sea near Honorees by the Sea Hotel. Warner had been reported missing on June 5th and his body recovered on June 6th. He was described as having a slim build, dark in complexion, 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighed about 170 pounds. Police have not yet released a cause of death as investigations are ongoing. Silver Airways has officially shut down all operations, grounding its flights across Florida and the Caribbean. The announcement came Tuesday, June 11th, as the airline posted a message on its website advising customers not to go to the airport and to seek refunds through their credit card companies or travel agents. The Florida-based airline had long provided regional service to the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, as well as the Bahamas and Dominica. Its sudden exit leaves a critical gap in regional travel, especially from destinations like Tortola, St. Thomas, San Juan, which relied heavily on the carrier for affordable, consistent connections to the U.S. mainland. Silver Airways filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in December of 2024, citing financial hardships and a debt loan of over $370 million. The airline had hoped to reorganize and continue operating, but failed to secure a qualified buyer. A proposed $5.8 million sale to Argentum LLC fell through, triggering what experts expect will now become a full liquidation under Chapter 11. Now, viewers, as part of its restructuring attempt, the company had downsized significantly, cutting its workforce from over 600 to 348 employees and operating only 8 aircrafts. Yet still, the effort was not enough to keep the airline in the skies. Locally, the shutdown is being felt immediately. In the BVI and USVI, Silver was one of the few carriers operating scheduled flights between small island hubs in Florida. Travelers now face limited alternatives, with routes likely to be observed by American Airlines, Winair, Liat, or Charter Services. However, these operations may come with higher prices and, of course, reduced seat availability. Seabourn Airlines, a former Silver subsidiary, will reportedly continue to operate independently, maintaining limited seaplane service between St. Thomas and St. Croix. Still, this does little for the wider regional void being left. For affected passengers, Silver has issued a blanket advisory. All flights are canceled, and customers must pursue refunds through their original payment method or booking agent. The airline itself is no longer handling transactions or reservations. The closure of Silver Airways raises fresh concerns about the fragility of regional air transport and the need for long-term investment in sustainable inter-island travel. As tourism season ramps up, the regional mobility remains essential. Local governments as well as airport authorities are expected to hold discussions on how to address this shortfall. Shutdown disrupts key areas and links between the BVI, USVI, and Florida hubs. Faced with a myriad of behavioral issues at the public secondary schools, Minister for Education, the Honorable Sharibi De Castro, has issued a strong plea to the community and churches to join them in their efforts to steer students on the right path. Delivering a statement in the House of Assembly last week, Minister De Castro stated that over the past year, their schools have witnessed an alarming increase in incidents that go far beyond typical adolescent mid-judgment. She said in the first 2 months of this year alone, over 85 suspensions were recorded across the territory's 4 public secondary schools, the majority stemming from drug-related offenses, violent altercations, and inappropriate sexual behavior. To counter these misbehaviors, the Education Minister stated that the Ministry of Education has developed a comprehensive framework for student support and well-being, which outlines a multi-pronged strategy to address the root causes of student misconduct while promoting resilience, student empowerment, academic progress, parental support, and social development. She said this framework includes the expansion of school-based counseling as well as the implementation of social emotional learning across classrooms, the training of teachers in restorative justice and child safeguarding, and the strengthening of re-entry pathways and alternative education options for students at risk of inclusion.
Madam Speaker, it is important to note that even as we pursue national and interagency responses, schools themselves have been actively developing and implementing their own behavior support initiatives. At the Brigado Flex Educational Center, Secondary Division in Virgin Gorda, a well-functioning student behavior committee has been established. This committee works collaboratively to assess challenges and develop targeted interventions to support students exhibiting behavioral concerns. A committee of students to support students, Madam Speaker. Similarly, at the Elmore Stout High School, a powerful new initiative has taken root, the BEAM program, which stands for Beatitudes, Empowerment, and Mentorship. This program targets students facing serious behavioral and emotional challenges and offers them structured, compassionate intervention. The BEAM program held its initiation meetings during the month of May and received overwhelming support from community members, law enforcement officials, and mental health professionals. The program will continue with regular mentorship sessions, counseling support, and structured goal setting, all tailored to meet the individual needs of each participant. Madam Speaker, our efforts has also extended beyond our borders. In January 2025, with support from the BVI London office, the UK Department of Education, and the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, officials from the ministry met with representatives from the Violence Reduction Unit in the United Kingdom. There we learn about models such as the Rise Up program, which equips youth practitioners, especially those with lived experience, with the tools to support and redirect young people exposed to violence and trauma.
And to take it further, to address these challenges, the Education Minister said they must galvanize the support of the entire society. She is therefore calling on churches, youth groups, community organizations, and concerned individuals to partner with them.
The ministry will soon launch a formal call for volunteer youth workers and community mentors, people who are willing to walk alongside our young people, especially those most at risk. Whether you are a retired educator, a faith leader, or simply a citizen who wants to help, we need your presence, your experience, and your voice. These volunteers will be offered training and will work alongside educators, counselors, and community professionals to serve as trusted adults, mentors who listen, guide, and model positive behaviors. It is through these relationships and not punishment alone that we will change lives. Madam Speaker, I must also recognize the tireless efforts of our teachers, school leaders, counselors, and youth officers who face these challenges every day. They are not only educators, Madam Speaker. They are first responders, caregivers, and advocates for our children. They deserve our full support. In the weeks ahead, we will continue to refine our policy response and will bring forward legislative and budgetary recommendations to this Honorable House, Madam Speaker. Our long-term vision is the creation of a student support facility where vulnerable students can receive targeted academic, therapeutic, and life skills interventions outside the traditional school setting. Madam Speaker, we are not standing still. We are acting with urgency, purpose, and a deep commitment to safeguarding the well-being and potential of every single child in the Virgin Islands. We are building a system that does not just react to misbehavior, but anticipates and prevents it. One that does not stigmatize, but supports. One that does not cast out, but lifts up.
Minister De Castro urged they do not allow any child to slip through the cracks because they fail to act or because they fail to care. Up next, First Icon Women Honorees revealed 17 categories and 2025 Men's Health Month feature. Coming right up after a quick commercial break.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turned into 5. 5 months turned into, well, you know I hot. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must stop cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, protect you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you for sticking with us. Education Minister, the Honorable Sharibi De Castro, has announced a new opportunity for HLSCC graduates to enter directly into the third year of a bachelor's degree program at Richmond American University in London. The move follows the signing of a memorandum of understanding between HLSCC and the university during De Castro's recent visit to the UK for the Education World Forum, accompanied by HLSCC President Dr. Richard Georges. Minister De Castro emphasized the benefits of studying in the UK over the US, citing rising tuition costs as well as visa challenges in the US. She noted that Virgin Islanders as British citizens and overseas territory citizens qualify at-home students in the UK, paying some £9,250 per year compared to £15,000 to £30,000 for international students. Now, both tuitions are accredited by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education, ensuring credit transferability and academic accountability. Compatibility as well for transfer. She said, and I quote, "This agreement offers a faster, more affordable, and academically efficient pathway to earning a full degree." Caribbean Posh Weekend is gearing up for another exciting weekend of women empowerment, celebrating and honoring. The 2025 Caribbean Posh Icon Woman Awards acknowledges the accomplishments of internationally acclaimed actress, director Aisha Hines and St. Lucian agricultural advocate Kathleen Caro Afria, executive director, that is, of Helen's Daughters, Inc., and much more. Returning for its 9th year, Caribbean Posh Weekend, taking place from the 27th to 29th of June in the United States Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, under the theme Embrace the Power, Live the Dream, continues to empower women. More than just a celebration, now this event is a platform for empowerment, connection, and collaboration among Caribbean women in business, fashion, lifestyle, and leadership.
I am like coming in here, I was like, I feel like I'm sleepwalking. It's so surreal. I mean, obviously it's a lot of work to put together,
Yes.
you know, because this is it's a big deal. To want to see, we say it all the time, one Caribbean, and we want to celebrate ourselves as a region. And I really believe, if you haven't heard me say it before, I think I said it the last time I was here, you know, the importance of unity across the Caribbean. We live in tough times, and all of us across the Caribbean depend heavily on tourism. And the only way to make sure that, you know, we can be strong as a region is to work together and create platforms to bring us together. So I'm really, you know, just honored to just be daring enough to keep, you know, believing in consistency to push through with this event, and see ladies from across the region come in and taking part, whether they connect with me online, you know, participate with CaribbeanPosh.com or our social media platforms, or actually purchase a ticket, their airline ticket. And we know airlift across the Caribbean is not easy, but they're coming from, we have guests from Belize, we have guests from Trinidad, we have guests from Jamaica coming over just simply because they appreciate the opportunity for this type of movement, because things hit differently when we create our platforms to celebrate ourselves and not keep with this idea that we need to wait on a mainstream platform to say that we are enough or we're beautiful or we're valid in any way. We could do it for ourselves. So I'm honored to be able to, you know, do that kind of movement.
Founder of Caribbean Posh, Miss Jeanette Bryn, also spoke about some of the insights into the honorees.
We have some amazing, amazing honorees who I feel, I mean, we celebrate these people, especially our top honoree. We celebrate her everywhere. We celebrate her across the globe.
Okay.
So I'm really honored to have her join us. She didn't have to say yes, and she did. And I'm just
elated, yeah?
Yes. So if you haven't heard, of course, we have the amazing Sadella Marley, who is the eldest daughter of the late Bob Marley and Rita Marley, legends within themselves. She's the CEO of the Bob Marley Group of Companies. So everything you see Marley, she is the force behind it, the force in just keeping that legacy going. And I think for us as Caribbean people, she serves as a prime example of building legacy, because we all have that right and that power to build our own individual legacies, and to build our legacy as Caribbean people, and really stand firm on a global stage and celebrate the talent that we bring into the world. So I'm very honored to have her.
For the full interview, visit all Tweet4 media platforms. As the territory encourages and observes Men's Health Week, local fitness instructor Norval Young shares on the benefits of staying active under the theme Strong Minds, Strong Bodies, Navigating Men's Health, from Crisis to Recovery, discovering how regular exercise boosts your physique, but your mental health strength as well.
My name is Norval Young. I'm a FIBA basketball international referee, a former FIFA football referee, and also a FIFA fitness instructor for CONCACAF and for the BVI. Now, today, we're going to talk about fitness and men's health. Now, fitness is a cornerstone to our well-being as men. Regular fitness helps us to improve our health and helps to improve our health in several different ways. Our mental focus, weight management, our bone structure, and also helps to reduce chronic diseases such like type 2 diabetes and several different types of cancers. Okay, so, and it also, fitness also helps with our mood, our sleep, our sexual health, overall pattern of eating. It helps to just create a different atmosphere physically, mentally, spiritually for ourselves as men. And too often we take fitness for granted.
Young also spoke on the importance of physical health, which plays a decreasing role in chronic communicable diseases as well as chronic diseases.
But fitness can be in several different ways: running, walking, swimming, jogging, even a simple hike is a form of fitness. So I encourage all of us as men to participate in some sort of fitness exercise. It helps to reduce quite a bit of chronic diseases, type 2 diabetes, and several different cancers. Prostate cancer, that's one thing we men suffer from. So I implore you to get fit, stay fit. Overall, try to be here. Being fit helps us to have a longer life, to be here for our families and generations to come. So get fit, stay fit, both mentally, physically, spiritually.
Up next, VG Bayside Blazers celebrate championship win, and Governor praises progress, urges community to stay alert.
My name's Henry Bosch. I work for PPG. I'm here to explain to you the use of the Deltron NXT paint line and EnviroBase High Performance, one being solvent-borne and the next being waterborne. The difference is that one is totally manufactured with rosins and thinners and all the good stuff that solvents bring versus our new technology, which is waterborne, which is 100% latex. What we're gonna do is that we reduce the solvent-borne with a DT885, which is a mid-temp reducer, and the waterborne uses T494, which is a waterborne reducer. We will today be using either DCU 2042, which is a speed clear, or we will be using DCU 2021, which is a classic. We have here our equipment. We have 8-ounce measuring cups, and we also have our 32-ounce mixing cup. We will also have with us our Venturi. This is a blower for us to dry the waterborne paint, which speeds up the process. The good thing about waterborne paint is that as soon as it evaporates, you're good to go. So now Gilligan will dilute the waterborne paint with the waterborne reducer. We made 8 ounces, that would be 1.6 ounce. It always has to be properly mixed until we get an even mixture within the paint mixing cup. So when we spray, we don't see uneven coats of color. So right now we're filling our paint gun with 8 ounces of diluted paint. We're gonna see how far 8 ounces will take us. Waterborne paint seems to look blotchy on your first coat. Don't pay no mind to that. Don't try to achieve full coverage on your first spray. Excellent, let it dry. So the process in waterborne is 2 even coats, and then we have what we call a dust coat. Well, now we're gonna have Mr. Brown apply the first coat of clear on his waterborne panel. We'll let it flash off, and then he'll come back and coat it with his second coat to finish it off. As you have seen in the previous shots, we had a little blotchiness, and you'll see some patches. That's all due on purpose to sandpaper to prove that with EnviroBase High Performance, all technicians, the body work has to end at 800 grit or plus. Well, EnviroBase is like, we're trying to shift everyone into that slowly but surely. The entire west coast of the United States and all of Canada has already been on waterborne for the past 10 years. And now soon it'll be the eastern seaboard, which covers the Caribbean. So when that happens, we'll all be affected. So it's best to start now, start trying and applying waterborne, because eventually everyone will be on it. And referring to technicians, it's less harmful because it doesn't have all the toxic chemicals that solvent-borne paints do.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The VG Bayside Blazers championship team recently concluded Kings of the Court Caribbean Championship 2025, which was held in the Virgin Islands from May 14th to the 18th, 2025. Now on Sunday, June 8th, 2025, team officials presented the championship trophy to their platinum sponsor, Byers Creek Resort in Virgin Gorda. The team also secured the championship title and grand prize of $15,000. Mr. Julian Willock, manager of VG Bayside Blazers, delivered remarks and made the official presentation along with other team members and supporting officials.
On behalf of the Virgin Gorda Bayside Blazers, it gives me great pleasure to present the championship trophy from the Kings of the Court tournament held 2 weeks ago on Tortola, where VG Bayside Blazers was and is the champions. I am turning this trophy over to Mr. Gee, who is the owner, general manager of Byers Creek, and I'm doing it in the company of our head coach, Mr. West Stephen, our staff member, Mr. Sheldon Matthew, our assistant coach and assistant manager, Mr. Derek Valak, our original and still is team secretary, Miss Phillips, and of course our trainer and my longtime coach, Mr. Rennie Phipps. The pleasure is mine to hand the trophy over. And of course I'm Julian Willock, the manager. Thank you. And let me just say, there's a lot more where this came from.
Listen, I'm gonna build a big wall.
No problem. And we thank Byers Creek for being a platinum sponsor, and I know they continue to sponsor us.
Of course we will.
Once I continue to beg.
Once you continue to win.
Win and beg.
Winning.
Yes. And I want to thank the coaching staff also. I think we had a good team. We did a good job. I'd like to thank all the players, and we will continue winning. And let's go, VG Bayside Blazers. Okay.
His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce has assured residents of the British Virgin Islands that the territory is well prepared, he said, for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, following a recent National Disaster Management Council meeting. Speaking to the public, Governor Pruce highlighted an overall readiness score of what he said was 74%, marking a significant improvement from last year's score of 66%. A follow-up meeting will be scheduled later in the summer to review the progress of the season and to discuss further measures to maintain high readiness levels. The governor reminded residents to take personal responsibility for their hurricane preparedness.
I commend all partners that have contributed to us achieving that. But we're not complacent, and we'll continue to work together across all involved to continue to ensure that we are properly prepared. We'll meet again a little later in the summer to take stock of how the season is progressing, and also to see what more we can do to keep our levels of readiness as high as possible. Alongside the work of government, of course, we all can do our bit to make sure we are prepared for the hurricane season. Stocking up on water at home, ensuring we've got non-perishable food supplies, checking that our homes are going to be properly secured if extreme weather does occur, and also ensuring that we know where a safe place is nearby. For its part, the UK government will continue to provide the support that it's offered in previous years, including the deployment of a Royal Navy vessel into the region during the summer to assist, if necessary, in the light of a hurricane. Meanwhile, I just encourage everyone across government and beyond, all of us, to continue to be prepared and to stay safe.
That is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Wednesday. Goodbye.